Peace and blessings, all my beautiful people. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe right now. Also, if you guys want to support my brand, it's inspiredbydreams.shop. Okay, today's episode, this is very important. This is something I've been seeing, and I can just see the reflection off of some of these people out here of how they was raised, their parenting skills, and just the way they solve their problems. It's just disgusting out here. And I start to realize, a lot of people, the reason why they talk to people, and some of them even try to belittle people for, pennies on the dollar is because they was raised by bad parents. And what we're seeing now in our society, there's a lot of bad parents out there due to, I guess, money, or they don't have any goals. They don't know how to teach their kids how to be a man or a woman when they grow. And it just continues on. It's just almost like the generational curses keep piling up. And it reflects in the person when they get online and they just start yapping it away, or just you see this anger just boiling out of them. And really, they're not really angry at the people that they're talking to. They're really angry at themselves and the positions of their life, or how their parents treated them, or whatever crazy stuff that was going on inside of their home. A lot of people try to find a healing point and try to better their life, and other people are rather just stuck in these places, and they use complaints, and they complain about this and point at this person, point at that person, because they really have no solution, man. It's almost like living in prison outside of prison. It's sad out here, and a lot of these kids growing up, man, their minds are corrupt, and it's due to their parents, man. So today we're talking about bad parenting and just leading your kids in the wrong way, man. And it's nasty out here, you guys. I want you guys to pay attention to this conversation and like and share this, and hopefully it reach the right people so they can change their lives around and realize, like I always tell you guys, it's not just all about money. It's all about having the right mindset so you can raise kids that can be, decent citizens in this world, and be nice to people and understand people for who they are, and understand that struggles are not something that you just always applaud all the time. I came from struggle. No, you're supposed to not be in struggle due to your parents and what they left you, and so you can continue on to your kids. If you keep highlighting the struggle becomes everything to you. So let's jump into this conversation. Love you guys, and thanks for the likes and shares, and yeah, let's get it.
Mickey made it. Mickey made what you made, Mickey?
Mickey made it.
Mickey made it. What's up, man? Salute. Mickey, you made it, Mickey. Mickey made it.
Oh, y'all want to know a real uncomfortable truth, right? And I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about that on this app. A lot of y'all parents don't like you. I'm gonna say it again. I don't know why I'm so happy to say it. A lot of y'all parents don't like you. You wanna know why? Because you was never supposed to be here in the first place. A lot of y'all are here because of a mistake. There was an error made during sexual intercourse between your parents, and then you popped out. And they was like, shit, I don't even like this dude. I don't even like this girl. I can't stand her. Some of them tried to make it work for the better, even though they ain't really like each other. Some of them was just like, fuck it. Some of y'all mamas that lied about your daddy. Your daddy tried to be there, but he couldn't stand your mama so much that he said, nah, fuck it, I'll deal with it when they get older. I just deal with the consequences. Some of y'all mamas never wanted you. You were a burden. Some of y'all were burdens to your parents, bro. You know what you was? You was a constant, every day you wake up and your mama got to look at you, or your daddy, you are a constant reminder of the mistake that they made getting pregnant by this person that they don't like. That's why they don't like you, because you were why you think they were so quick to try to get you out the house? Why do you think they would treat you bad sometimes? Because they was trying to get you to get the fuck out their house, because they never wanted, you was never supposed to be there. They had to take care of you out of obligation for legal reasons. Why you think some of your parents are so quick to pawn you off at your grandmother's house? Right. Because a lot of y'all parents, they never wanted you in the first place. That's why they have ill-equipped you for adulthood, because they didn't really care whether you made an adulthood or not. That's why some of y'all parents never taught you about credit. They was putting stuff in your name that was affecting your credit. They never taught you how to do this, how to buy this. They never taught you about that. Some of y'all's parents never taught you about personal hygiene because they just simply didn't care. All they wanted to do was the bare minimum. Feed you, put a roof. Some of them ain't even do that. They didn't even want to put a roof over your head and just to get you from 0 to 18 till they had no more. And some people ain't even do it to 18. Some of your parents only took care of you about 15 and you had to, because they never liked you. You was never supposed to be there in the first place. And it's affected you in your adulthood because you wasn't raised on love. You was raised on survival. That's why you fucked up in the head now. That's why you pick terrible partners, because that's all you know, because that's the example your parents was to you. So that's a harsh reality, huh? Knowing and it come full circle. It shows in your everyday life. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, most of the people you date was probably just like your daddy. 9 times, some of the people you date probably was just like your mama. And if your parents was terrible people, then you naturally gonna gravitate to, because that's your example of love, was a terrible person. Yeah, I know that's rough. You ain't even thought about that before. My parent, what are the chances my parents never liked me? You was never supposed to be here. Now, you can heal from that. It's hard. It's difficult because your childhood really shapes your entire existence. But it's hard. It's going to be difficult. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing that in the world. The more people I talk to, the more people I get introduced to, and I ask them about their life as a kid, especially my people, a lot of y'all was accidents. You was never supposed to be here. Thus, it shows in your adult life and how you act. Your parents never liked you. It's unfortunate, but it's true.
I'm starting to realize if you grew up with a narcissistic parent or a parent with any type of personality disorder, the performance role was basically reversed for you. And what I mean by that is, instead of going out into the world and performing and, having a guard up to find out who's good for you or who you can make a good business deal with, etc., etc., our home became the battleground. Our home became where we have to get interview ready just to walk out of our room. You know what I mean? Our home became the first place where we had to learn to use a poker face. So by the time a lot of us, dang, these cars are loud, I'm sorry, y'all. By the time we got out into the world, we were burned out already. Like, you're so burned out from being home and trying to wear a mask and trying to avoid this and avoid that. You're in survival mode in the place that you should be relaxed, in the place that you should feel you're most authentic, you're most loved, you're most safe. But instead, you're fighting for your life mentally, emotionally, for a lot of people, physically, psychologically. So that performance role was reversed, and it's no wonder why a lot of us end up living mundane lives and not truly going after bigger goals, because we feel the success and the breath of fresh air just being able to be surrounded by healthy people as adults.
What's the worst thing a parent could do then to their kids over and over again that will almost surely make them dysfunctional as an adult?
The thing that's going to make them more dysfunctional as an adult is to not break their own cycle from their own past, bringing that cycle to their current nuclear family and not knowing it. But it's not the screaming that's the underlying problem.
That's a symptom of
That's a symptom of how the family has been dysfunctional. But underneath all of that is an enmeshment to a family whose trance has never been broken.
Yo, man, if you're a parent, you need to stop and listen to this right now, bro. You out here raising kids, man. You don't be out here disrespecting them, bro. Telling your kids they get on your nerves. Telling your kids they stressing you out. I'm saying putting somebody that's an outsider before them. calling them out their names, disrespecting them in public, period, bro. Because y'all don't know, these kids get older. When they do get older, bro, that's gonna come right back to you. And as you get older, man, you trying to get your life together. That don't mean nothing to that child that you done disrespected, said they stressing you out, they get on your nerves, putting people before them. That don't matter to them. They going through the same thing that you did to them. They gonna do it to you. I promise you. They ain't gonna like you. They gonna regret you. Anything that you was doing to them when they was young, it's gonna come right back to you. There's nothing you can do in life, man, raising kids, right?
Since we're on the subject of talking about hypersexualism, the reason why millennials are so hypersexual is because they were left at grandma's house so much. See, your Gen X parents decide they want to go out and party and do drugs and leave their kids on grandma all the time. And hey, y'all left y'all kids with the same aunts and uncles and cousins that were touching on y'all asses. Huh? Not to mention the handsy fathers that were touching on their own children for years. And now they're grandpas. And now you left your kids over grandpa's house. And now grandpa has a little secret that he wants to show his grandchild. Too deep? It's the fucking reality. And it's a reality that a lot of millennials face because y'all decided that y'all did not want to be parents. So y'all can get y'all old asses under mama comments talking about, so I did the best that I could. No, the best was not enough. A lot of y'all chase drugs instead of chasing your kids around the park. A lot of y'all chose to chase men instead of chasing y'all daughters and making sure they grew up to be great women. You know what I'm talking about? I made a video and I was talking about women's hygiene, right? And the sad part about it is, I'm going to say a good 50 to 60% of millennial women didn't even get proper hygiene tips from them because guess what? They weren't even to give them proper hygiene tips or let alone to even bother to give them hygiene tips. They had to learn from other people. I can really get y'all old asses right from under my comment section with all that rah-rah. I don't get it. Your kids cut you off because you were terrible. They didn't cut your ass off because you stopped giving them money. They didn't cut your ass off because you said no, you didn't want to do anything else for them. They cut you off because y'all was parents.
I'm gonna say the quiet part out loud. If your child is fat, it's because you're a bad parent. Having overweight children is child abuse. I just watched a very overweight little girl stack her plate with pizza and wings, worrying about what's on everybody else's plate so she could add more food on her own plate. And the worst part about it is a grown-ass man recording her, not telling her to stop. You guys don't monitor your children's food and how big they're getting, especially between the ages of 3 to like 13 years old. You should be making every single meal for them and monitoring their activity levels. There's no reason your child should weigh 200 pounds at 8 years old. Like, you're just setting them up for bad habits for the rest of their life, and being overweight, being on medicine for the rest of their lives. Being fat is not fun. You're less likely to get married, you're less likely to have children, and you die an earlier death. And that's what you're telling your kids that is okay, and then you expect everybody else in the world to cater to them.
And let me just add this. Bad parents can't raise good kids. What happens is when their kids become young adults, they tend to run out different places and seek out different types of people to try to mimic or try to find themselves within other people or within material things to try to cover up the hurt that they have inside. And the hurt inside builds up to them just being lost into life. They're lost in life, excuse me. And what happens is when you go out there and you find that you haven't been raised in the right environments, or your parents haven't treated you in a way that it was loving, it was more survival, that's when you find yourself in the same positions that your parents put you in. So you have to be very careful. The people that do find healing, they tend to go off and raise better families because they know all the wrongs that they have been through, and they start just correcting them, knowing that they'll never put the same type of energy with their kids. So you have to be very careful and pay attention. There's so many people out here, we even see on social media, just the way they move, the way they talk about other people, the way they cuss people out, and they look down on people. These are the people that will really hurt inside. It doesn't matter how much money they have. It's obvious that you can have billions of dollars and really live an unhappy life. People never seem to get that because sometimes all they know is, money is just gonna make their life better. That's all they know, because they haven't reached these points where when they see it, when they get the money, they realize, wow, I'm feeling the same way. So you guys pay attention to what's going on, and make sure if you're going to bring somebody into your life, whether it's dating or even having kids with somebody, make sure you go the right way and learn from the right people on how to raise kids and how to treat people, so that your reflection of what your parents put you through won't shine that light on your kids. You guys let me know about this conversation down below in the comment section, and I'll always get back to you guys on my morning show, 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Love you guys, and thanks for the love you've been showing me. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, it's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Subscribe, write,